So welcome to today's tutorial, and today's video we are going to be talking about relationship and cardinality. Relationship and cardinality. Power BI has the ability to detect relationship in tables, but sometimes it doesn't if it is brought from a regular Excel file. Okay, now so we've been able to, on our previous lesson, we were able to create some additional tables to the original tables that we had, talking about the returns, the orders, the managers table, and we were able to create the dim and the dim customer, the dim product, and return order tables now. So what we want to do is to really look at how relationship in Power BI actually works. Okay, so relationship and cardinality are often used interchangeably. They are basically four types of relationship in Power BI. I'm going to show you real quick. Okay, now, so we have one-to-one relationship. Example, one manager has one region. That's what we call a one-to-one relationship. Then we have a one-to-many relationship. That is the most common relationship that is available in Power BI. So where we have one customer can have many others. Then we have many-to-one relationship is same as one-to-many relationship. Okay. Then we also have the many-to-many relationship. For example, many students are in many classes, but however, that's not applicable to our data. All right, so let's get back to Power BI and then continue what we are doing. All right, so without further ado, and we are going to start by reviewing the relationship setting on the Power BI. I want to show you this real quick because it may help you in case you want to maybe perform some automatically detect relationship. You want Power BI to detect relationship for you automatically. What are you going to do? So you don't get back to the file tab here. On the file, you get to options and setting like this. Then you select options. And now when the select option is up for you, what you're going to do? Give it some time to load. Then you come to load data. All right. Now, load data. Now we have options regarding relationship here. So you say relationship, you can now select this one. Import relationship for data sources on first load. That is if you're finding it hard to get relationship. Okay. So these two tip here can give you information more. Before loading data, find existing relation between tables such as foreign keys in order. You can check that out. And now, so we are actually concerned with auto detect new relationship after data is loaded. So you can have this selected, and that's it. You can also update this one if you so want to. Okay, so wherever you have a relationship issue, you can always come here and then you can set it up. And when you're done, you can okay. All right, so that's just that about that. Okay, so the next thing we're going to be looking at is the model view. We want to have a tour of the model view. Okay, all right, let's go to our model view. Okay, that's where we find relationship. Okay, this is beautiful. Now what are we seeing here? All our tables here, all the tables are now in the model view. As you can see, all tables created are in the model view. There's something here we can notice now that the dim customer tables we created, let's look at it, already has relationship with the managers. Can you see? That was automatically done for us. We created that one. We did not create relationship, but automatically it has relationship with the managers table. Okay, so what we are going to be doing now, we are going to be hiding all the tables here except on the ones we're going to be focusing on. And the ones we'll be focusing on are the orders, the returns, and the managers table. Every other table here will be hidden. All right, so in case you wonder how are you going to do that, see, okay, we don't want the order, return order, we're going to hide it. Okay, you're going to see that when we get back to our report view, you're not going to be seeing these tables because we've hidden them, or we've hid them rather. Dim customers table, we don't want it, we're going to hide it too. Then order by, we're going to hide this too. Dim products, we'll hide this too. All right, there's something you can notice there, and that's that dim product do not have a relationship at the moment. We'll get back to that later. Okay, so we've hidden 5 tables already, and then these are the ones we're going to be dealing with. All right. Okay, and what we're going to do is that we're going to move all these tables that we don't want, take them aside, uh let them just be at a separate part, so that the ones we want to deal with are the ones here. Then we can expand it here so that we can see everything we need to see. All right. Now we can see something here. What are we saying? We see that There is relationship between orders and managers table. The orders and managers table have a relationship. Why? There is a field that is common to both tables, and that's a region. Okay, so the region field is that field that connects, that allows for relationship between the orders and managers table. Okay, now we want to create relationship between orders and the return table. All right, so we have orders table and return table seem not to have a relationship. So let's see how to create relationship between both table. And now there is one common field both of them have, and that's the order ID. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to link order ID straight. I copied, I just drag it, not copy, I just drag it out to the order ID here and leave it. Automatically relationship is created. That's a one-to-many relationship. All right, so that's it, and I now save that relationship. Okay, so we can see now that we have relationship between the order ID, the returns table, and the orders table. Why? Because of the order ID. Okay, so that was that. All right, now, um, all right. So from what we can see here, we can see that this. Okay, all right. So let us click on it again so that we can be sure of the kind of relationship that exists between them. Okay, so we can see that it's a many to one relationship. So the orders table and the returns table shares a many to one relationship. Okay, that's that. Now let's take a tour. Let's review the model interface. There's something about the model interface I would like for us to really get to understand. All right. Okay, the first thing here is that when we get to this part here, we have the managed relationship. Let's click it and see what happens. Now, on the managed relationship, now we can see all our tables now, all of them, all the tables now. Yeah, all of them are out here for us to see. Now, if you want to check, okay, if you want to auto detect if there's a relationship between table, we can just come here and then click on that. It's going to tell us if there is a relationship. Okay, see what's going to see. Okay, found no new relationship. So we try to auto detect. There is no new relationship at all. Right, so all the relationship are there. We've not put in there's no new relationship. So we say close, and then that's that. All right, so we're just having a review of this data model. Later we'll have an in-depth, okay, analysis of data model. All right, so let's close this. So that was about the managed relationship. There's more to that, but I'm just showing you what I want you to see at the moment. Okay, so at the right side of the screen, we have the data is already expanded and the properties table. Let's talk about the data and the properties table. Okay, Okay, so on the fuse pane, on the data table, we have the tables and we have the model here. We can check that. Let us focus more on the tables here under the data pane. All right, now on the fuse pane here, now we are going to be dealing with, we'll click on the order date field. All right, let's get straight to the orders table. We have orders table, okay, and then let's expand it. Now on the orders table, you will see that automatically what happened on the properties here is telling us that the table we're dealing with now is the orders table. As you can see here, the orders table is already this card, the orders card here, actually correlationship card here is being selected already. Then we know, okay, that's highlighted at the moment. So now we're going to let's get down and then now you're going to be seeing that it has a couple of things. Let's select the order date field under the orders table, the order date field. We select that. Okay, now what do you see here? It's not telling us that the information here we are seeing is about the order date. Okay, the orders table, order date, right? That's what we're dealing with at the moment. Now, go down a bit, go down a bit. You can see the formatting here. You can see datetime format. Okay, so remember when we were at the table view, as in here, table view here, we were able to make some and transformation at the table view, and then we were able to do date format. We made date format, okay, the order date and the returns date. Remember, so this is the format we made it. We can also make that date format right here to be anything, any format we want. Okay, all right. So that's all for your information. Okay, and so that's what I'm trying to say is that whatever you do, what you did with respect to changing date time format in the data view can as well be done right here in the model view. All right, let's select the returns card. Okay, selecting the returns card, I can directly, you can now see that the properties have been updated. We now know, okay, that we are now about the returns table. So the first, you can see on the properties that we have, where we have enter description. This is where you can put description about the table if you so want to. You can describe your table in any way you want. You can talk about your table. Then we have where we have the synonyms here. Now synonyms have to do with, okay, other names apart from the returns table. Okay, return. Okay, um, maybe return table. Synonyms can be rejected, or anything that has to do with returns table. Now, what that actually is used in conjunction with the Power BI AI called the Q&A, that's question and answers, right? It is an analysis feature built onto Power BI, which is available for both desktop and then Power BI desktop and then Power BI service. Okay. Now, if someone were to type a question using your synonyms, they will get the same result. Okay. So that's just about that. We'll not talk too much about that. Then let's talk about the role label here. The role label here is the field used for the question and answer. All right. All right. So that's just about that. We use that one also in conjunction with question and answer. Then we have the key column. The key column actually it detects the key column in the table. All right. However, there are some instances where it might get wrong. All right. So what it actually does to check for the key column, it checks for the primary key. In this case, now the other ID is the primary key. All right. So like we said, we don't have the review of the model um, of a model view. Okay, then the next thing we have there is hidden. We have is hidden here. It indicates whether a table is hidden or not. In our case here, this particular table is not hidden. Okay, so we say no. Okay, then we have is featured table is featured. Once the data is published to the service, okay, then the is featured table takes effect. It's an easy way of sharing specific information with other users, and this really takes effect in the Power BI service once you publish your report. Okay, so now when you're done, we're done with everything here. Okay, we're done with everything here. We can now save our report. What happens is that when we get down here, now what we can see here, it says that all the tables that we hid, okay, those ones are not popping up here. Only the managers, orders, and returns table is what we are seeing here. All right, so that's the size of the class today. And then please make sure, all right, to watch. See you at the next video. Thank you very much.